And we are live, AoK Championship Wrestling, coming live to you tonight on this beautiful Sunday evening. 1 week out from AoK WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 3, AoK style, will be here next Sunday. And Season 4 begins the following Wednesday. So let's get right into this tonight. We got our regular 9, but we got some matches tonight. Excuse me. We got some matches tonight, as we see here. 50-50. Pedro and Connor Riley kicking it off here for us. So we get this a little bit figured out here tonight. Take us a little bit here to get situated. We got Connor Riley taking on Pedro the Owl. We got a big 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal for the United States title. Dean Graves, Hunter Singer, Torrance Benjamin, Gabriel Lovecraft, Vortex, Trevor Rodriguez, Chris Nightmare, and Cletus J. Inkeldimer. All 8 men in the ring. Over-the-top rope, last man standing, walks out as our United States champion here tonight. This matchup getting ready to go here. Already underway. Pedro comes out here, nice springboard bulldog on Connor Riley. Connor gets caught up. Welcome everybody in our very first matchup of the night, and these two cruiserweights, light heavyweights as they are now considered. We've dropped the cruiserweight title, have dropped the cruiserweight division, and have merged it with the television title, creating the light heavyweight. Connor Riley changing directions on that run. Got himself a little bit of distance from Pedro the Owl. Just enough. Side steps. Big forearm. Kind of caught him on the other side of the head with that one. Referee loose ass down for the count. But a kick out before the 3. Riley puts his opponent back into the corner. And the boots going to him. Talk about the rest of the matchups. Let's go back over the top of the list, back down. As you see, Connor Riley, Pedro the Owl, 1-on-1. That big 8-man battle royal, as I said, I'll run off those names one more time. Dean Graves, Hunter Singer, Torrance Benjamin, Gabriel Lovecraft, Vortex, Trevor Rodriguez, Chris Nightmare, and Cletus J. Inkeldimer will battle it out in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royale for the United States Championship. And Ken Bouchard in the house with the Geek Demon. Triple threat, ladies action. Piper Ramirez, Emma Garcia, and Aylin Potter battle it out here. Triple threat action later on. The Punisher goes face to face with Anthony Omega. Ted Rockpage challenges Chris Chaos for the light heavyweight title. Vulgar the Clown goes against Bud Marvelous. Casey Gwen challenges for the undisputed title against Empress Sparrow. Dig this. 3-on-1 handicap match, the Squad. That's right, the Squad. AJ Long, Adrian Arnold, and Gavin Wilson will team up tonight to finally get their hands on Zack the Ripper, the dual belt wearing champion of AoK, the World Heavyweight Champion and the Intercontinental Champion, all the same man. The Squad. Zack the Ripper decimated 2/3 of that group on his way to the top. All 3 members have been cleared and back into action after time off for both AJ Long and Adrian Arnold. They are both cleared to compete. And Zach the Ripper will have his hands full tonight in a non-title 3 versus 1 handicap match. But that is not the main event. Conor Riley, look at this. Conor Riley snagging up this victory. Let's take a double look at that, because I ain't going to lie. I wasn't looking. Followed that big drop kick straight to the nose. And that may have been it. That series of clotheslines ending with that drop kick just enough to keep the shoulders of Pedro the Owl to the mat for the allotted count of 3. Our main event tonight, let me get that out now. Our main event, the BMF, Logan Hawk, and IKB, the Iron Man Ken Bouchard, go 2-on-2 versus James Coleman and Prestige. Main event tag team action. We're going to move right into the next battle royal for the United States title. One of these 8 men will leave the ring tonight with a brand new belt around his waist. Wonder if Conor's going to buy. Not that I'm aware of. He did not. I know Boone might actually be shorter. Boone may go and get his knees broken and realigned. But now I think he's a little closer to where he wanted to be through season 3 here for us. I think from season 2 to season 3 he found the right amount of juice to keep that motor running. Yeah, 7 foot's the tallest. What was last year? What was this one? 7'4"? I think this one's 7'4" perhaps. Something along that line. I'm not sure. Eight men to enter. 1 to leave as a champion. First one out. Dean Graves. Not getting any kind of weird echo, are we there? You noticed how loud the source was here. Okay, cool. Just thought maybe my source was a little louder than it needed to be. When I went quiet there for a second. I was like, ooh, that might have picked that up just about right. But cool, I'm glad we're good. We'll be glad when I can get back to a different setup, man. Right now, as it turns out, I have to run my mic straight through the PlayStation and stream straight from the PlayStation. Which is a terrible shame. But you do what you gotta do. Oh, might be seeing a Maya returning. Alright. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Dean Graves is the first man out.
Representing the Fallen from the edge of reality, weighing in at 225.
As Wayne Kerr does the introduction for Gabriel Lovecraft.
Gabriel Lovecraft.
Apologize for going quiet there for you. So try to get my get myself set up here. End of the season here. We're only legitimately 1 week out. We are 1 episode away. Well, not 1 episode away. 1 episode away from the final episode, I guess. Tonight's episode, we have Wednesday night's episode, and then next Sunday, as I said earlier, WrestleMania, where this man and his tag partner, RWP, will face off against the tag team champions. That, my friends, is what happens when you win #1 contenderships. Challenge for the tag team titles: Alexander K, the Royal Rumble winner. At this point, we'll be looking at Zack the Ripper. Zack the Ripper looking to be doing double duty for WrestleMania. So he'll be defending both, if he still carries both, the Intercontinental title and the World title into WrestleMania. I said, yeah, he's in a 3 versus 1 handicap match tonight, non-title, as he faces off against the Squad. All 3 members of the Squad looking to get a piece of Zack the Ripper. This man come a long way through his career as well. Vortex, joining forces with Psycho Smoke midway through the season. $10 points to your house. If you can remember, if you know the name of Vortex before Vortex. Ooh, OTM is going to jump in on this one. It's a good way to find out if OTM is in the chat. Ask an AoK history question. Yeah, we'll be doing another run through the AoK hashtag for 24. Ooh, no. You lose 2 points for your house. The BMF, you better be careful. The BMF actually has quite a few matches tonight. Better be careful on how many house points you lose. Actually, yeah, the BMF, including Empress, 1, 2, 3 matches tonight. What we got here? This is actually a pretty good, what I would consider our factions, per se. What I would consider our factions that are still standing in AoK. Buffalo's Unwanted, Torrance Benjamin, RWP, and Aylin Potter. RWP doesn't have a match tonight, but Torrance and Aylin do. Hunter Singer in the ring, ready to get his shot at that U.S. title. The workhorse, the total package, a mainstay of AoK. Trevor Rodriguez being brought in with Bud Marvelous, by Bud Marvelous. Trevor had a rough season this year. A real rough season this year. Joined forces, came in at singles action. Brought in by Bud Marvelous, came in at singles action. Had a good showing for his first couple of matches. Started to stumble there a little bit. Decided to team with the real deal Logan Hawk. And unfortunately, the ear of Logan Hawk was still held by Prestige. OTM in the house. Everybody's in the house tonight. OTM in the house. OTM, I got a question for you. We got a history question for you. Because I know you'll know. I put it up there tonight. It's not so much directed straight to you, but I get the feeling you're going to know the answer. Do you know the name of Vortex prior to Vortex? Do you remember the transformation of Vortex? Look at this. Look at this before the question's even completely finished. Before I could even give him the clarification point, look at this United States champion and the World Tag Team champion, the Hinkle-Dimers, with the tag titles. One more time.
United States champion, Curtis J.
Depending how life goes for Mr. Cletus here tonight, he also may be pulling double duty as a World Tag Team champion and the United States champion come next Sunday night. The new fabulous Freebirds, absolutely. What happened to the rest of the Freebirds, man? Well, Bobby Richards was the leader of the Freebirds. Cowboy Curtis. Super Smooth. Yes, sir. It has been a good run for Season 2. A good run for Season 2, so for the most part, a decent-sized roster. We learned from our mistakes. We're going to do a little better next year, we hope. And 8 men in the ring, all for the United States title. Excuse me one more time. We're going to get this started. Chris Nightmare. Hunter Singer sneaking up behind Torrance Benjamin. I'm not even sure if I can call all this. I'm sorry. Yes, Ken. Yes. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing out Season 3. Season 2 wasn't too shabby neither, really. We'll be coming down to it. I don't know how many titles will be debuting through Season 4. We do have the tag titles built. The world title. Let me think here. The world title. The tag team titles, the women's heavyweight title, the hardcore title, the men's hardcore. I think we have 4 titles ready to go. I think we're going to have the world championship, and then I think we may actually, instead of having the intercontinental championship, we will have an overall title above the world title, the AoK championship. But I don't want our world title to seem as a mid-card title either. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we'll go above it, or perhaps the AoK title would be our mid-card title. We're gonna pre-thank Ken Bouchard for the logo that will be used on the new title, if it works the way I hope that it does. So we'll just preface all that. Nightmare taking Benjamin down, but look at this. Right back to his feet and right to Dean Graves. The referee logos. I'll say it that way. The referee logos. Yeah. Which, if I had my way, they would all be wearing that. But I can't make Joe Brony do that, because he'd whoop my ass. And Hunter Singer, the first to be eliminated. No U.S. title for him tonight. And Chris Nightmare with a powerful move. Rodriguez has a Hinkle-Dimer by the hair. Isn't that a... Look at this. Torrance. Dean Graves out over. Nightmare holding on barely. Dean Graves eliminated. Torrance Benjamin. I'm sorry, not Torrance Benjamin. I am so sorry. Damn it. Trevor Rodriguez eliminated by Gabriel Lovecraft. This is getting rough. Headlock DDT by Vortex. Nightmare sent to the corner. Torrance caught up by Torrance. Never saw that coming from Gabriel. Beautiful jumping clothesline by Nightmare, and a huge Logan Hawk in the house. Everybody's in the house. You heard me. Look at this. One man got away, the other did not. What are we down to? 5 men in the ring. 8-man battle royal. 3 gone. Could be 4. We are down to 4. As Lovecraft gets launched out of the ring. Torrance Benjamin. Going on a holy tear here. Backstabber by the Hinkle-Dimer. Irish whip into the corner. Vortex in trouble. And Chris Nightmare and Torrance Benjamin. These two have already battled over who the U.S. champion is and should be, and out goes Vortex. 3 men left, the United States champion and the 2 men who lay claim to the United States title. This is getting rough. Cletus, the World Tag Team, one half of the World Tag Team champions, and your current United States champion, defending that title here tonight in an 8-man battle royal. And Chris Nightmare just had his spine realigned or flattened, one and or the other. Torrance Benjamin showing off his power. The Almighty eliminates the United States champion. Heisman, come on, Heisman. Nightmare. The last 2 men, look at that. I was going to say, I hope that didn't screw that in too much. Benjamin fighting back out of the corner. Nightmare and Torrance Benjamin. Wraps him up in a big forearm. We're all inside, my homie. The only lights I'm looking at are ring lights and LED lights, man. It's a nice suplex there by Chris Nightmare. Takes it to the top rope. I want to be outside. It's a nice night. I mean, I just got in here just at 7 o'clock. A little bit late start. Benjamin and Nightmare battling it out. Nightmare is as close to getting tossed as he's been so far. Busted open. Battling on. One of these 2 men leave this ring tonight, the United States champion. And Torrance Benjamin looking like the man at the moment. Nightmare moves his opponent onto the ropes. And Chris Nightmare with the clothesline is your new United States champion. Good golly gracious. There goes Gabriel Lovecraft in the replay, followed up by Vortex. A huge Phoenix splash by Nightmare and the clothesline to Torrance Benjamin, removing him from the matchup. And we crown a new United States champion, saving Cletus Hinkle-Dimer from double duty on AoK WrestleMania 3. Recapturing the United States title that he had to vacate all the way back in, I believe, like September. Made his return and was unable to capture that title until this very evening. And congratulations to him to see himself at the WrestleMania stage. Triple threat, falls count anywhere, probably elimination. Who knows? It's hard to tell. Ladies action, Emma Garcia, Piper Ramirez, and Aylin Potter. Triple threat, falls count anywhere. Long ass loading screen. Thought I had it timed better than that. Succulently. Foes. So close, man. Can almost taste it. Season 4 just around the corner. I am pumped. New design for the AoK Arena as we travel around the United States next season. That's right, we go mobile. I don't know what that means, if it's going to notice, if it's going to be a noticeable thing or not.
The following contest is
The by golly.
Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way
Piper
to the ring
Ramirez.
from San Juan, Puerto Rico, the Anarchist, Piper Ramirez.
The Anarchist. Big fan of Megadeth. Just a little tidbit of information you probably didn't know. I am the Antichrist. Anyway, just in case you didn't know that. Depends on who you talk to. People on the Saints and people on the Sinner. Ramirez, former women's world heavyweight champion. Not having such a stellar season this year, though. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
And her opponents, first, representing the Jump Squad from New York, Emma Garcia.
Emma Garcia making her way down. Ought to be an interesting matchup between these two. And then you're going to throw the baddest bitch in the room. Baddest bitch on the planet. I'm sorry, the baddest bitch on the planet. Aylin Potter into the mix-up in a triple threat. Falls Count Anywhere. As I said, will be interesting. It will be interesting.
And from New York,
Aylin Potter, a part of Buffalo's Unwanted, along with Torrance Benjamin and RWP. Emma not having such a hot season either, to be honest with you, now that I'm looking at the numbers. You guys want to take bets on this one? Ooh, this is actually going to be a good matchup, to be honest with you. Maybe not. There's a possibility that I'm lying to you. There's a good possibility I'm lying to you about this being a good matchup. This might be one-sided. Garcia taking a big knee to the face. Ramirez turning her back on both of her opponents. Showboating, you know what that leads to. Come on now. Come on now, you know what that leads to. Why would you do that? Ramirez, why would you do that? Garcia launched out of the ring, and Aylin Potter and Ramirez duking it out in the center. Back into the ropes. Potter in control. Garcia looking for an opportunity. Finds it. Scoops her up, looking for a corner. Ramirez missing with the clothesline. Finds herself on the shoulder of Garcia. Potter and Garcia locking up, sent to the corner, into the ropes. A shoulder tackle, neither women budging. Up and over, Potter showing some agility on that one. Lands on her feet, takes control of the matchup, sends her opponent into the ropes. Looks like She tripped over a shoelace, perhaps. I'm not sure what happened there. Garcia with control. I was really hoping more out of Emma Garcia this year. Guess a new outfit don't make you a better wrestler. As she gets dumped to the outside by Potter, who then gets picked up by Piper Ramirez in a pinfall attempt. No go. Joe Brony officiating this one for us. And Joe going to be able to keep everybody in control here for us, as only Joe Brony can. Garcia coming off the ropes, meets Potter. Potter scooped up by Ramirez and unceremoniously dumped to her back off that standing power slam. And look at Garcia from behind. Inverted wasteland. Garcia sent to the ropes. Potter drops to the mat. Leapfrogs over and misses with the forearm. Getting rough. BTW, just give you guys a list. Some of the AoK wrestlers that have been re-signed as well. Logan Hawk will be back for season 4. His contract is all but dried on the signature. Look at this. We got a pinfall attempt at ringside. We'll get back to that. Only 2. Logan Hawk is back. The Hinkle Dimers said they ain't done yet. Just like that. They're like, we ain't done yet. Alright. Pretty sure that's their signature. It smells like it's their signature. We'll put it that way. Of course, Prestige will be back, as well as Lilith. Those names all but ink dried for their contracts. Not to mention, as we heard earlier, Maya will be finishing out her signatures in just a few days. Alice Angel already back, already signed on. Vulgar the Clown already signed on. Zoe Yuri already signed on. Season 4 gonna be a happening, so to speak. And that's just A-OK with me. Ching. And this Potter off the ropes with a big drop kick, taking Garcia out of the way for the moment. Back into the ring she goes as Potter keeps control of the matchup against Ramirez and then turns her attention straight to Emma Garcia. Oh, we could be a while for that then, eh? Coleman. Raiders and Coleman. Both Connor Riley and Big Bad Adam Boone. Connor Riley will have to help him out with that one. I mean, they just look. I tried to send over the ones with the pictures, but I'll have the Hinkle-Dimers come over and translate for them. Oh, yup. And triple threat match. Piper Ramirez looking to snag it up here, but Joe only down for the one on that one. Glam Slam. Ramirez Had the opportunity for the pinfall, but Garcia from behind with the electric chair drop. And Ramirez with the torture rack cutter. Look at this, Garcia. Girls are beating the hell out of each other right here. Giant move after giant move, double team action. Potter and Ramirez. And then they turn on each other. Huge spear by Ramirez. And Garcia back to her feet. From behind, grabs her up, drapes the arm, and sets her up for a knee to the face off that inverted suplex. Potter with the kendo stick, but Emma Garcia one step ahead. Locking up. Potter with the upper hand. Looking to go high risk. Ramirez back in the ring. A slap to the face and then turns her back. And then sidesteps the drop kick. What a beautiful set of misdirection that turned out to be. Ramirez launching Garcia across the ring from that reverse electric chair. Fingernails down the back. And everybody on everybody here. Potter, we're coming off that side Russian leg sweep. Flurry of fists. And Piper taking it old school with some straight hair pulling. Sit out powerbomb, pinfall attempt. And Garcia there to break it up. A powerbomb setup of her own. Potter staying back, looking for an opportunity and strikes. As soon as it opened up, Psycho Cutter. This could do it. Joe Brony. Only two. Ramirez interrupting the account just long enough for it to be null and void, and Piper finding out the hard way that Aylin Potter is not here to play. But neither is Emma Garcia. That pump handle slam. That suplex rattled the bones of Potter. Back and forth. Ramirez. Potter back inside the ring. Ramirez with Garcia on her shoulders. Comes out with a kendo stick, but gets caught up as well. And Garcia back to her feet. Falls count anywhere. It doesn't have to happen in the ring. And Joe's unsure where to start the count. Doesn't matter. Broken up before it could even begin. Taking it back inside. Garcia sets her up. Huge power bomb, but Potter from behind. No. Interrupted by Garcia. Seen it coming. Tornado power bomb on the down. But Ramirez is back up. Drop kick to Garcia. Ramirez thinks she's in a good spot, but Garcia fires back. Over the top rope, holding on from that right hand. Everybody back in the ring. Potter back in. Side Russian leg sweep. And Ramirez with a shoulder tackle takedown. This is getting... got to be coming down to the final moments. We go for a submission hold. These girls are pulling out the stops now to finish it up. Canadian Destroyer. And Potter, I'm not sure if she knows what she's doing. Oh, she knows. Another kendo stick brought out. Blocked by Ramirez on the second shot. A hair pull, and more so. Garcia now with a kendo stick. Potter sees it coming, goes for the boot, blocked by Garcia. Inverted torture rack. Launched. But Ramirez from behind goes for the pinfall. There's two and only two, as Ramirez tried to sneak the pin off of Garcia's hard work there. Garcia, throwaway suplex, staying on Ramirez, but I don't know. She doesn't know that Potter's back in the ring. Oh, she knows now. She knows now. Pinfall attempt. Potter over Garcia. 1 count. Potter losing focus while Garcia dials it in. Tornado powerbomb. Goes for the cover. Ramirez on a 2 count. Piper with an opportunity here. As Ayla and Potter groggy on the outside. If Piper's going to strike, she better strike now. Top rope and Potter back in the ring. Potter missing with the block. And nearly misses the save. That may have been 3 for sure. But this may be enough. Garcia still down. No one there to make the save if Piper can't break this. This matchup will go to Potter, and look at this, Emma Garcia may have just saved the career of Piper Ramirez. These women are beat. Handful of hair, down goes Emma Garcia. Ramirez, Potter. Potter over the top rope. Piper Ramirez with Emma Garcia. Face first to the mat one more time. Potter's going for the chair shot, misses. Clothesline. Piper Ramirez with a pinfall attempt. Joe Brony starts the count, and Ramirez picks it up. This matchup going to Piper Ramirez. Good golly goddamn, what a lot of action on that one. Big sit-out powerbomb. Glam slam by Piper Ramirez. With that punch to the back of the head. Another look at the glam slam. And your winner. No chicken dinner. Piper Ramirez. She deserved that win. It's been a while since she had a decent win. She got a terrible looking season for us here. Let's move on. One-on-one action with ringside assistance. The BMF taking on Destruction Incorporated. As the Punisher goes face to face with Anthony Omega. The hardcore degenerate in the Punisher's corner. And the Iceman. And Anthony Omega's. If you're new here, man, you want to jump in on the action, we will be jumping over to 2K24 in just about a week's time, just over a week's time, as we get ready to go to Season 4. If you would like to join us, if you have 2K24, throw your wrestler up on Community Creations. Use the hashtag AoK. We'll be joined onto the roster. We'll be joined onto that roster as quickly as we possibly can to debut next Wednesday for Season 4. I believe we're going to kick things off, quite possibly, with with a tournament or two. As we get a look at the new AoK arena, we may have to do a tournament or two for some titles. We'll see. We won't know that till the end of a WrestleMania. Which titles will be staying, which titles will be leaving, which ones I need to hurry up and create. You know, the normal stuff. BMF already in the ring, and the Punisher waiting his opponent, the man in the black and green, Anthony Omega, being led down by the Iceman. Anthony Omega coming back mid-season. Guys have disappeared for half a season, came back about midway through season 3 and went straight back into that tag team division, taking over there for a short amount of time until they came face to face with the tag team champions, the Hinkledimers. And there ain't no shame in that for season 3. Ain't no shame in losing to the Hinkledimers, because you ain't the only ones that did it. And the Punisher, bell is rung, and the Punisher trying to ring the bell of Anthony Omega, ducks under it. Big release German suplex. And Destruction Inc. over BMF at the moment. Collar and elbow locking back up. Punisher step ahead with the advantage. A couple of boots to the forehead and chest. There's no call for that. There's 100 other things you could have done there. Rubbing that man's face on the canvas ain't one of them. You damn degenerate. Climbing to the second turnbuckle. What's he looking for here? Launches out with a big ass elbow. I think that's what he calls it, the big ass elbow. Irish whip pulls him back in for the clothesline. And the BMF back in control of the matchup. So far, nobody at ringside being an issue, just being themselves there. Scoops him up. The Punisher with a backbreaker, putting the pressure down with it. And looking for the pinfall, referee Jenna Taylor. Gets a 2 count. This matchup continues in the Punisher's favor. Omega, a couple of quick shots to the ribs. Able to break free, scoops his opponent up to his shoulders. Fireman's carry to the ropes. Dumps him off with a guillotine. The Punisher's a little disoriented here. Omega lines him up. Squares it up. DDT on the ring apron. And the Punisher right back to his feet with a finger in the eye. Punisher looking to take some shortcuts on this one. As Jenna continues her count, whether you're in the ring or not, she don't give a damn. The Punisher still in control on this one. Anthony Omega rolls out into a stunner, well placed. Surprise attack by Anthony Omega, sends his opponent into the ropes. Shoulder tackle, not enough to do much damage. And that punch between the eyes behind the referee's back might have, as the Punisher turns it around. Total World Slam. Emotional damage to the fingers. Punisher dishing it out at the moment, but look at this. Rolls him up. Looking to steal one away, but back both opponents back to their feet. The Punisher bringing the punishment, goes for a cover, gets another 2 count out of it. The Hardcore Degenerate enjoying what he's seeing in the ring. His tag partner and stablemate dishing out punishment to Anthony Omega. Going to the top rope, the Punisher, long way down, defying physics on his way down with that shoulder tackle. Ends it Gurry to the back of the head, and here comes Jenna. You know, lucky she don't pick her count up where she left off, to be honest with you boys. All right. She starts her count, and Anthony Omega trying to take the legs out from under the Punisher. Omega one more time with that rolling stunner. Irish whip. Sends him into the ropes, spins him around, double axe handle to the cheek. Into the corner for some snake eyes. The Punisher may have been busted open on that. He may have caught more of the turnbuckle, the spring behind the turnbuckle. He's been busted open, and Anthony Omega not giving up an inch here. Sends him into the corner one more time. The Punisher sent to the other side. Nobody home. The Punisher rolling out of the way. Omega hits the turnbuckle and then the mat with the weight of the Punisher on top of him, firing off big right hands. Scooped him up. Anthony Omega finds himself looking at the lights as the Punisher continues this assault. Not much that Jenna not paying much attention for those chokeholds. No other illegal tactics here by the BMF and or the Punisher in general. Big discus punch, another cover attempt. And again, only 2. Only 2. Off the ropes, Omega rolls out of the way. Big leg drop missing. Irish whip sends his opponent into the ropes again. Omega follows through. Sets him way up on top. Gets a rolling running start. All the way to the top rope, superplex, and holds on to him. Pinfall attempt, leg is held. And only 2. The Punisher kicking out at 2. Having the wind knocked out of him just enough. But Omega keeping up the fireworks here, giving his opponent just enough room for another attack. Big boot to the face. And Anthony Omega has the AoK Arena behind him. Knee to the rib. And back to the left fingers, left palm of the Punisher. Turns his back. Showboating. Showboating. Back body drop cover. Jenna Taylor starts the count. Not enough to keep Omega down. Looking for the clothesline. Gets caught. That may do it. Surprise attack by Anthony Omega. What a reversal that was. But the Punisher kicking out just before the 3 count. Sent back to the turnbuckle. Omega coming back in. Sets him up for a second go-round, perhaps. Deja vu to me. One more time. Leg is hooked. Jenna Taylor right there on the scene. And Anthony Omega becomes your victor. We take a look at some of this replay. Big discus punch picking up an almost 3 count there. And that reversal right there, I believe, may have been the beginning of the end.
Here is your winner, Anthony.
As the Iceman in the ring to celebrate with his stablemate, Anthony Omega. Hope to see them return as well to Season 4. We will see, but we are about to see our light heavyweight champion in action. This kid has been defending this title show after show after show. Ted Rockpage looking to get his chance at the light heavyweight title. Chris Chaos says, bring it. Bring it on. Step it up. You want some, come get some. All those other cliche things. We might have to give Chaos a night off before WrestleMania. He may not be on the show next episode. Chaos might need a break before WrestleMania. Be a no champion show. There might be no champion show.
Is scheduled for one fall, and is for the Light Heavyweight Championship.
You heard the man. The light heavyweight title up for grabs. Teddy Rockpage slowly working his way back up the ladder of AoK. Reaching #1 contender spot for the light heavyweight. He will get his chance here tonight. He's a former television champion, I believe. Cruiserweight champion, perhaps. Rockpage's not having a terrible season. Running at just about a 50% win rate. He loses tonight, that'll even it right out, to be honest with you. 33 matches in this season for him. Yes, sir, indeedy. Yes, sir, indeed. Some of these guys put some matches in. Some of y'all put some time in. Bud Marvelous with almost 60 matches. James Coleman with almost 70 matches. Bouchard with almost 65 matches. Almost 50 matches for the Hinkledeimer boys. Almost 40 for both Alice Angel and Amaya. 50 for Boone. 45 for Connor. This man right here, Chris Chaos. This boy's been all over the map in Season 3. 45, 46 matches under his belt. He is here to let the chaos begin. He's been looking for it. Chaos been looking for this championship, has grabbed hold of it, has defended numerous times. And here's the thing, he hasn't held the title very long. He has just defended it at every chance. Just about every episode, Chaos has been out here defending this title. He has been moving along pretty good with it. Might steal that design for a different title. Might steal that same design for a different title. Maybe not that flame belt, but maybe not the flame on the leather, but we'll see. We got another belt that needs built. Got an idea for 2 of them. We'll see what happens.
He is the light heavyweight champion, the Terror, Chris Chaotic.
Goes Ted Rockpage, Chris Chaos lined up across the ring. Jenna Taylor, our referee for this one, and Chaos missing with a single leg drop kick. Scooped up and brought down. Back to his feet though, the champ. Taken down by a shoulder tackle. Rockpage came here for a title shot. Rockpage came here to win tonight, and Chaos better not take him too lightly. Big shot by Rockpage. As I said, man, I just can't wait to see the new graphics up online for everybody to get AoK back up on season 4. The new match types. Like I said, we'll have to see how the universe interacts with itself. But man, next Wednesday night, we get our first good look at it, and from there forward, Chaos, the light heavyweight champ, is not looking much like a light heavyweight champion at the moment. He recovered from that springboard maneuver earlier by landing on his feet, but so far, there it is. The first of his offense, really, in this matchup was that DDT. Off the ropes. Driving the knee in, sets him up solid for it. Chaos over the top rope, Meteora. I don't know what that's called. He just jumped over the top rope, put his ball sack in the man's nose. That's what I seen happen. The action has moved to the outside, and Chris Chaos looking to keep it clean, brings it back inside. Rockpage quick to follow, but gets caught up by the Chaotic one. Irish whip into the ropes. Chaos down. Rockpage runs right into Jenna. And takes back control when Chaos turned his attention to make sure Jenna was okay. Rockpage working the lower back, putting big boots right in the kidneys. Follows it up with an attack to the arm. And back to the kidney again. Chaos struggling here against this challenger. He's usually pretty solid against his challengers thus far, but Rockpage putting it to him. Coming up next, that big 3-on-1 handicap match. We got a pinfall attempt. We got a 1 count, and that's all we get out of it. As Chris Chaos back to his feet, the light heavyweight champ needs to put some offense together if he wants to remain the light heavyweight champ. And Rockpage don't like the mathematics of that. Pops him up and drops him face first on the arena floor. As I was saying, sorry I got carried away there, was we got that 3 versus 1 handicap match as the squad gets their first full opportunity at Zack the Ripper. I said earlier, Zack the Ripper taking 2/3 of the squad out of action for months at a time. All members of the squad have been cleared by AoK Medical, and they have banded together as a stable to take on Zack the Ripper in a 1 versus 3 tag match. And that's coming up next here on AoK. Vulgar the Clown taking on Bud Marvelous. Casey Gwen taking on the Empress for the Women's Undisputed title. And our main event tonight, tag team action, as the BMF, well, we got a pinfall attempt, and Dead Rock Page reaching out for the rope break. Our main event tonight, tag team action, the BMF, IKB, the Iron Man Ken Bouchard, and Logan Hawk teaming up to take on, this is crazy, take on the partnership of James Coleman and Prestige. And Chris Chaos with a big 360 Phoenix splash gets a 2 count. Wow. I thought he had it. I thought Chaos just made the biggest offensive move of the night. Look at this. Sends his opponent out to the outside. What's he doing? Lines it up. Diving through the ropes into a DDT. It's the DDTT. He calls it the DDTT. Finally. He's had that set aside for months. He has had that set aside for months, and he finally used it. Chris Chaos with the DDTT over the ropes, but unfortunately, Dead Rock Page has the light heavyweight champion in a bad, bad way. Look at this, Chaos waiting for him in the ring. Short-faced DDT, turns his back on his opponent. Don't take your focus off of him. Up onto the shoulders. A big FU to Chris Chaos. And a pinfall attempt. We could be looking at a new light heavyweight champion, 2 count. Chaos kicking out at 2. And looking to turn this right back around and looking to walk out of here retaining that light heavyweight title. Enziguri to the side of the head. And Chris Chaos back in control. Question is, can he keep it up? He's heading back to the top rope. One more time with that 360 Phoenix splash, and Ted Rock Page rolls out of the way. Chaos missing with that. Goes for the corkscrew. And then straight back to the leg. Nice strategy by Chaos. Missed that huge move. And look at this, still staying on the leg of Ted Rock Page. Shot to the back. Chaos heading to the corner. Rock Page needs to pull himself up by the ropes as the light heavyweight champion. One more time. Sets it up one more time. The DDTT on the outside of the arena. Ringside action, and this man is trying to snap necks. Missing with the knee, and Rockpage back to his feet with a huge clothesline. Sets him up. Power bomb at ringside. Chaos might need a day off just because. Goes to the top rope, climbs up on high. Ted Rockpage looking to take flight. Famouser from the top rope. We could be looking at a new light heavyweight champion. Jenna Taylor with a 2. Goes for the 2. Kicking out, keeping it alive. But Rockpage, the big right hand to the champ. Goes for, look at this. Deadlift from the ground, up and over. Gut wrench. Like Ted Rockpage and staying on the attack. Chaos misses with a clothesline. Rockpage with a second FU. And Chaos laid out. Pinfall attempt. The leg is hooked. And this is it. We got a new We Do Not. Chris Chaos. Look at this. You can't boot to the head. Chaos coming back to life in a big way, long way out. 360 Phoenix Splash. Pinfall attempt. Jenna Taylor goes for the 3, but only gets 2 again. But look at this. Chaos says forget about it. He's going one more time. He's going to do it again. Back to back Phoenix Splashes. Ted Rockpage one more time kicks out, and even Chaos has no idea what else to do. This is over the top, ball sack to the nose bridge. And a boot to follow it up. Rockpage in trouble. Is the light heavyweight champion again, staying on the leg of Ted Rockpage, but I don't think Chaos uses any kind of like leg submission, does he? Just found a weak point. Found the weakest link. Finds an elbow to the face is what he found as Rockpage. One more time. You can't see me. Off the ropes. 5 knuckle shuffle. In effect. Pinfall. Leg is hooked. Jenna Taylor down for the 3 count. Here goes 2, and Chris Chaos unable to kick out. And Ted Rockpage becoming your new light heavyweight champion. This man surviving 2 DDTs. This beautiful reversal here, I will give it to Chaos on that one. But this one, unable to retaliate. Unable to stop it from happening. The 5 knuckle shuffle. Crossing the I's and dotting the T's. You got a new light heavyweight champion in Teddy Rockpage. Kick him right into it. 3-on-1 handicap match coming up next. Zach the Ripper, dual wielding champion, to take on the entirety of the squad in full force. I don't know if Zach can do it. Non-title matchup, of course. But he would definitely have his hands full as a 1-on-3 tag match. This one could be a while, kids. This one could be a while. This might just be a way to punish Zach the Ripper, to be honest with you. This could get ugly for Zach. No joke. These guys have a little bit of build-up animosity. Especially AJ Long and Adrian Arnold. Zach the Ripper taking these guys out of action for no less than 3 months. A quarter of the year is a long time to be out of action. A quarter of the year is a long time to be out and try to rebuild your career. And Zach the Ripper, in the meantime, not only eliminated careers and shortened careers, he went ahead and captured a couple of titles along the way, most notably the Intercontinental and the World Heavyweight. Two most prominent belts in AoK's Championship Wrestling, and this man holds them both. Different story next season. You start carrying 2 of them around, you're going to start putting them up for grabs. Dual titles on the line, champion versus champions. I am happy with the way the new tag belts turned out. We'll be getting a new design on the tag belts. Modified design on the hardcore title. And here they come, all 3 of them: Gavin Wilson, Adrian Arnold, and AJ Long. All coming to the ring here. Face off against the Ripper. Gavin Wilson, the only one of the 3 to not be hospitalized for any length of time by Zach the Ripper. The only one to be able to stand and go toe-to-toe with Zach the Ripper. Adrian Arnold getting the first one in. He was the first one out at the hands of the Ripper. Look at this, coming in tough. And Ripper right back to his feet. Boot to the midsection, fires back. And Zach looking for a submission early on in the matchup. Just going to end it all right here, going straight to work on the knee. Straight to work on the knee. That took Adrian Arnold out. Zach not missing a beat on where he needed to be with that. High angle flapjack and a pinfall attempt. No go on that. Zach trying to play mental games here with the squad. Sets him up for a pump handle and throws him all the way back into his own corner. Zach right in the face of the squad. And AJ Long taking a cheap shot. Gavin Wilson gets caught up. AJ Long not failing to suffer consequences either. Arnold able to snag in a snap suplex. Half Nelson slam, not bad. Arnold looking to go to work on the arm, the left arm of Zach the Ripper. See if his team follows suit, see if they have a strategy, or if it's just go in there and let loose some aggression on the man that caused all the oppression. But the Ripper right into a fireman's carry, right into the guillotine. Keeping Arnold away from his tag partners, other side of the ring, cutting the ring in half, so to speak. Arnold trying to crawl back across to his partners, rolls out of the way from that clothesline. Still gets caught up by the Ripper. Boot to the midsection. Breaks free, but not powerful enough to stop the Ripper. Alley-oop. Down he goes, face first, sends him crashing to the mat. And the Ripper looking to snap necks. 1888. 1888, and here comes Gavin Wilson. Makes the save, and the Ripper chasing Wilson back out of the ring, turns his attention back to Arnold. Missing with an elbow drop. Clothesline runs him down. Adrian Arnold goes for a cover, goes for the pinfall. Thought he was going to take the Ripper down with a short clothesline, and I assure you that's not going to be the case. Back into the corner looking for the tag, but the Ripper breaks free before it gets too terrible on him here. Follows it up with a Black Plague. The Ripper landing big moves here on Arnold. This time AJ Long in to make the save. And one more time, the Ripper. The Ripper trying to end the career here in front of everybody of Adrian Arnold. AJ Long back in for the save. I don't think he's doing Arnold any favors at all here. The Ripper with a military press overhead, drops him face first all the way down basement floor from the elevator one more time. Arnold, look at this, turns it around looking for the pinfall. Almost snuck one in on Ripper. Zach feeling a little superior in that one, but unfortunately, Arnold, look at this. Outside the ring, power slam. Arnold tried to make the tag, and AJ Long dropped off the ring apron. I don't think it was intentional. I just think it was coincidental. But Adrian Arnold tried to make the tag, and AJ Long suckered him right past. But the Ripper, after turning his attention away from AJ Long, finds himself in the grasp of Adrian Arnold. Sent back into the ring. Non-title matchup in this handicap match. Sent to the ropes, big back elbow. And another pinfall attempt. Zach moving out of the way as Gavin Wilson hits his own partner. Irish whip into the corner. No, pulls him back in for a shoulder tackle. And the Ripper, again, cutting the ring off. Not allowing Adrian Arnold to get too close to his partners. Over the back. Back elbow. Again, one step ahead is Zach the Ripper. Turns him around, neck breaker, pinfall attempt, and Gavin Wilson back in the ring again. And Zach having enough of the bullshit. Look at that. He had Adrian Arnold so hard, that man's still dizzy in the ring. Plenty of time for the Ripper to showboat. But here comes the ass whooping. Oh, maybe the ass whooping is going to Arnold. Zach the Ripper. Holy Jesus, a new move. That's something we've never seen before. Zach the Ripper with a poison rana. And laying it out on the outside. And Zach, back body drop on Gavin Wilson. Could have won this by count out. Still could by this point. Huge power bomb. Gavin Wilson laid out at ringside. Adrian Arnold laid out at ringside. And AJ Long not even making the attempt to get involved. The Ripper just running through Gavin Wilson. Picks him up and continues the assault. He needs to get back in the ring. Arnold right there could have made the tag to AJ Long, but the Ripper catches him for an 1888. And unfortunately, Zach, you're in the wrong side of town for that, as AJ Long steps in almost immediately. Finally getting some offense from the outside. Gavin Wilson. That chokehold. The Ripper just beating everybody up at ringside. Arnold looking for an advantage. Sends him into the barricades. Pulls him away, lines him up. One more time into the barricade. Russian leg sweep. Arnold one more time again, looking to take the back out. We got to watch the referee's count. It's got to be closing into it. And Arnold breaks the count for the Ripper. The referee's count starts all over again, as be the rules. And these two men just want to beat each other up. Adrian Arnold looking for some form of revenge, as he has really been the only legal man in this matchup thus far. No tags from the squad. It has all been Zach the Ripper and Adrian Arnold as the legal men. Again, the referee continues the count. Arnold back in before the count. Zach beating the count. Boot to the midsection. Looking for it again. Going for the Black Plague. But Arnold fires off a couple of right hands. But the Ripper back in control. Irish whip, pulls him back in, shoulder tackle, takes him down. And the Ripper again cutting off any chance of a tag, as he sends Adrian Arnold upside down for the third time as we visit the 1888. And again, this time Gavin Wilson for the save. The Ripper pumping up this AoK crowd and going back to work on the damaged knee of Adrian Arnold, climbing to the top rope. What does he have in mind here? Frog splash, and Arnold rolls out of the way. This could be Adrian Arnold's chance. Into the corner, but again, the Ripper freeing himself up before a tag could be made. And then turns his attention to Adrian. Why would you do that, Zach? You had the opportunity, but Adrian Arnold not taking the opportunity to make the tag. Oh, it's busted. It's busted. Arnold can't get him in the corner. Arnold can't get Zach the Ripper into the corner for the make the tag on a... there it is. The first legal tag here of the night. Gavin Wilson, though a much fresher man than Zach. Big throwaway. The Ripper right back to work on Adrian Arnold. And again to AJ Long. Saved by his partner. Gavin Wilson just really saved AJ Long from a beatdown. Speaking of a beatdown, beats the Boron across the chest of Zach the Ripper. He said Gavin Wilson, the only one able to withstand not going to the medical facilities after facing Zach the Ripper. At least for an extended stay. And we got a pinfall attempt. Wilson looking to keep the shoulders of the Ripper to the mat. Gets a 2 count. Pulls it back on 2. And Wilson getting out of the ring, tagging in AJ Long. And Zach wasted no time at all with a Black Plague, turns his attention to Gavin Wilson. Steps to the outside, back suplex on the ring apron. AJ Long bowled over, coming around the corner by the Ripper, just ran right through him. Sending him back inside. You see Zach keeping an eye on Adrian Arnold as he got back in the ring. AJ, look at this. Wicked stepsister. And another tag. Gavin Wilson, now the legal man. Adrian Arnold catching his breath here at ringside. On the ring apron, look at this. A German suplex. Holds on to him. Ripcord into a clothesline. Gavin Wilson thinks he's got it. And the Ripper, shoulders down, kicking out at 2. Wilson with an end of days. And the Ripper may succumb to the squad here tonight. That is all she wrote. For the count of 3, the squad getting vengeance on the Ripper. It took all 3 of them at the same time to do it. But by golly, they finally got the vengeance they've been searching for.
Here are your winners, the Job Squad.
The Ripper, hence why it was a non-title matchup. Losing a little bit of momentum going into WrestleMania after that, but also this was something that needed to be tidied up. As those 3 men finally get their just rewards against the evil that was Zack the Ripper. 3 more matches to go. Vulgar the Clown versus Buddy Marvelous. Face to face, toe to toe. Kilt the skirt. And I'm going to go radio silent for just a moment. You guys waiting too long. Let me get that get us to ringside at the very least.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from every man's nightmare, weighing in at 250 pounds.
Sorry guys, Girl Scout cookies. Had to take that quick break for to go grab me some Girl Scout cookies. Snacky snack time. Vulgar the Clown already in the ring, ready to take on the Marvelous One from Planet Marvelous.
And his opponent, from wherever
He is Buddy Marvelous.
237 pounds, Buddy Marvelous.
Marvelous one picking up a mean streak here. This one's set to be a good match as well. These guys evenly matched up. Just do it up. Center of the ring, and Marvelous coming out with the advantage in the opening stages. Top rope, Marvelous launches a giant forearm, and the Vulgar, look at this, blocks the drop kick. Marvelous returns fire off the ropes, and Jenna multiple times now in the early stages has been in the way. And Vulgar turning up the heat. Marvelous back to his feet, big right hand, locks him up, sends him back, turns it around, both men, reversals. And the back and forth between the two of them. And a huge slam by Vulgar, but not a three. Or again, staying on the heat, bringing it down with right hands. Trying to humiliate Marvelous. I say you just let him do it on his own. Mustache did that for him months ago. Irish whip sends Vulgar into the ropes. And Marvelous tried to shoulder tackle, but no go. Big lifting knee. And that changed the facial expression on the Clown. Multiple curb stomps from behind. Marvelous Dreams. Too close to the ropes, in my opinion. Jenna there for the submission. Looking to go for it, but Marvelous unable to hold it down. The Clown able to slide out the back. Knee to the face, go to sleep, German suplex. Bud, nice reversal there, able to catch the Clown in the front face lock. Irish whip, into the corner he goes. Bud. Big knee to the face, but Vulgar rolled out of the way. Nicely done. But Bud still in control. Off the ropes and a low blow. Half Nelson DDT. And the Clown right back to his feet. But Marvelous right there to keep dishing out the punishment. Belly to belly. Takes down Vulgar the Clown. Left hands, follows it up with a couple of rights. Staggers the Clown back to the ropes. And Bud trying to pull the tendons apart. Vulgar with the Irish whip, pulls it back in, knee to the midsection. And the Clown looking to take control. The Clown, Vulgar hits it, the last laugh, locked in. And Jenna in the perfect position to be asking for a submission. But Marvelous able to break out pretty quickly on this one. I don't think Vulgar had it quite locked in. Right back into it, another belly-to-belly takedown. Grabs the leg while he's there. And gets a 2 count for his efforts. Vulgar back to his feet. Bud looking a little wore out here. Vulgar dropping down. Big right hand. Man, he timed that one perfect. Marvelous had no idea what hit him on that, but reverses this, turns it around, big elbow to the back of the head, hooks the leg center of the ring. Mud Marvelous gets another 2 count. Stalking in one more time. Marvelous Dreams. And that's it. The Clown is tapping Bud Marvelous, forcing Vulgar the Clown to tap out. People usually pay a lot more money for that. I'm just saying. There you see the replay. Vulgar the Clown. No choice but to give up or suffer the consequences of the Marvelous Dreams. Bud Marvelous picking up a mean streak here in the last half of the season, the last quarter of the season. Women's Undisputed up next. The first half of our main event, as Casey Gwen challenges Empress Sparrow, the dual-wielding women's champion, for the Women's Undisputed title. I say for WrestleMania we put all the titles on the line in Battle Royals, and we take the top. Any wrestler that's going to Season 4 gets the title, gets a shot at every title. And multi-man matches. Every champion has to fight any wrestler that's already signed a contract for Season 4. That way we don't have to do a tournament. That way we're guaranteed to have a Season 4 champion. Unless whoever's carrying it in Season 3 isn't coming back and happens to win. Women's Undisputed title up for grabs on this one. These two women have faced off numerous times, and there's a reason for it. They are that damn good. Coming back to challenge for the Undisputed title. Grand Slam champion for the women's division. They only have 3 belts, but she was able to capture them all. There's actually not too many of them for Season 3 for the ladies divisions. Casey Gwen being one of them, able to pick up the women's tag titles as well as the women's hardcore and the women's undisputed. The Pretty Mean Sisters. Who else we got? Has Ivy gotten all 3 titles this season? Yes. So Ivy being a... No, Ivy is not. She did not pick up the Women's Undisputed title this year. Alice Angel and Amaya, yes. Casey, but not Paige. Yeah, not too many women able to claim that they were able to claim all 3 titles. Not many to be able to claim the Grand Slam Championship. And James Coleman gets his shot at the end of Season 3 at WrestleMania for the hardcore title to solidify his claim as Grand Slam Champion. He won that opportunity just a few weeks ago. Has not cashed in on it. We will cash that in. His final opportunity to end Season 3 as a Grand Slam champion. Empress Sparrow, dual wielder, as I said, the women's hardcore title and the women's undisputed title. And good look at that belt there. Bringing a very similar design back for next year for that title. Casey Gwynn ready to get her opportunity at that title.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, she is the women's undisputed world champion, Empress.
That is the title up for grabs. Who is going to walk out of here, our undisputed champion, ready to go to WrestleMania to defend it? The champ with the upper hand. Casey fires back, big right hand to the forehead. Empress back to her feet in a hurry. Able to take advantage of Casey's own distraction. Drops a big boot. Follows her out. This one's going to spill to the outside. And Jenna not going to have any of that. She starts her count immediately. Casey taking Empress off her feet with that headlock. Circling back around, keeping a good eye on her opponent, putting the boots to the forehead. The challenger toying with the champ. And Empress is not somebody you're going to want to just toy around with. Going for a tag, going for a tag, going for a cover. And she gets a kick out here. Empress back to her feet, Superman punch. Connecting on the right side. The left side of the face of Casey Gwynn. And again, continuing the beatdown. The undisputed champion. Face to face with the challenger as the challenger tries to get back to her feet. Empress sends her into the ropes. Spinning back elbow drops her opponent. Casey Fires back a few shots. DDT and a cover. Again, the Empress kicking out as Casey goes to the corner. What she got in mind? A whole bunch of nothing as the Empress pulls herself back to her feet. The Legacy elbow to the back of the head, and Casey Gwen to the top rope. She launches herself to the outside, diving clothesline, taking down the Empress, who brushes off the following drop kick, but misses of one of her own. And Casey in control now. Hitting the big spots outside the ring. Solid work by Casey Gwen. As Jenna continues her count. We bring it back inside. You don't want to lose this opportunity there, Casey. You want to keep it clean, keep it in the ring. But the Empress on top of things again with that fireman's carry. Floats around, DDT, plants the opponent. Lou Fez by the Empress. Pinfall attempt. And we get another 2 count. Empress Sparrow, kick to the midsection. Pump handle STO. She has won more titles with that than not. And she's looking to retain, but gets a 2 count. Catches her up. Double underhook. We've seen it this way too. And Casey shoulders to the mat. Referee Jenna Taylor for the 3. Retention for the Empress.
Here is your winner, and still women's undisputed.
As Wayne Kerr goes over all the formalities of it all. She is your women's undisputed champion, the Empress Sparrow. We get ready to go into the main event for the night. Tag team action. James Coleman and Prestige teaming up to take on the BMF Logan Hawk and IKB Ken Bouchard. This ought to be an interesting thing here. This ought to be an interesting matchup. No real love lost between any 4 of these men. We're about to see how these teams work themselves out here. Prestige and Coleman teaming for the first time since the revelations of the Luchadors. This time teaming without the costumes, without the masks.
The following contest is a
Coleman, our first one out to keep this matchup going.
rules match. Introducing first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 225 pounds, the unpredictable James Coleman.
I said earlier, James Coleman getting his opportunity at WrestleMania for the hardcore title. The hardcore title, of course, the one belt, keeping him from being a Season 3 Grand Slam champion. His final opportunity to do it will be next Sunday night at AoK WrestleMania 3. Can he pull it off? He's reached every other goal he's set for himself this year. Can he pull off one final win on the final day?
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the King of Old School.
The King of Old School. Making his way down here. I would back it out and take a peek. For the full season, you have to have the hardcore title, the tag team titles, the intercontinental, pretty much any belt that we have at the moment, with the exception of the light heavyweight, mainly because of it being, though Coleman did pick up both the he did pick up the television title at one point when it was still an active title, but it's not included anymore. But yeah, any title that's available with the exception of the light heavyweight. So the United States, what are we talking here? The United States, the hardcore, the tag team, the intercontinental, and the world title. And the BMF making their way down. Now, what that will entail next year, I don't know. Know what it'll take to be a Grand Slam champion until we get underway and sailing the smooth seas. Extreme Rules matchup: the BMF, Logan Hawk, IKB against Prestige and James Coleman. Coleman taking the ride from the Logan Hawk, while Prestige gets manhandled by IKB. IKB sending Coleman for the ride. Prestige with behind from the clothesline, and IKB returns his favor. Coleman into the corner. Extreme Rolls, and you know where Big Logan Hawk is going. Coleman and Prestige doing their best to double team IKB, but IKB with an avalanche that just crumbled Coleman. He turns his attention to Prestige, belly to belly. The diamond plates have arrived. And Prestige on the receiving end of a military slam, Coleman on the receiving end of a neck breaker, and everybody to the outside for separate reasons. Logan Hawk from behind trying to squeeze the head of Prestige like a watermelon. Coleman at the mercy of IKB. This is a mugging out here tonight. Clotheslines to put both men down. Coleman getting the upper hand on IKB. Prestige out here directing traffic. Instead of being helpful, finds himself a big right hand from Logan Hawk. Bear hug by the High Justice. Coleman tries his best, but again, Logan Hawk just too strong in general. Eat the feet. Coleman dropping the boot under the chin of IKB. Can he keep the assault up? And unfortunately, Prestige is at the mercy once again of the High Justice. Coleman and Bouchard back to back here. From the ring to the barricade to the ring. Meanwhile, Prestige getting hung up by Logan Hawk. Again, no love lost between any four of these men. And they have separated just about the way I thought it was going to get separated. And Prestige, it slams solid into that barricade. Coleman thought about grabbing them steps when Logan Hawk stepped in the ring, but I thought better of it. He was too close. Violence party in the corner. Coleman, look at this. IKB dragging out the ladder. Coleman with a pinfall attempt gets a 2 count. Prestige, baseball bat in hand. Looking for an opportunity, but Bouchard seen it. Bouchard sent over the top rope. Eat the feet on Logan Hawk. Prestige unsure what to do with himself, whether to smack someone with a baseball bat or not. So he'll try the crane technique. Back to the bat. IKB unsure what he wanted to do either. Going after Coleman. Prestige in the bat. Logan Hawk back to his feet. Single leg drop kick takes the big man down. Logan under the ring apron looking for an equalizer. Prestige already got one. Eats a right hand. IKB taking it to Coleman. Prestige finds himself face to face with the ring apron. I will say IKB and Logan Hawk. Coleman through the ropes, taking down Logan Hawk, freeing up Prestige. And the two of them finally working together here. I was going to say that the BMF working well as a team, whereas Prestige and Coleman not so much. Weapons in hand, and Prestige having a hell of a time with it here. While Coleman swinging for the fences on that baseball bat. Another shot of the chair, or another shot with the steps. Coleman down off the suplex. Big clothesline from behind. And the BMF right back in control. Size difference making a difference here. Coleman just allowing Prestige to be tossed around here by IKB. Boot to the midsection. Can he retaliate? A whole lot of inaction going on around here. Prestige. Big jumping knee to the face of Logan Hawk. When I say big, he had to get about 4 feet off the ground to do that. Working the knee over. Indian Deathlock by Prestige. With Coleman at the mercy of IKB once again. Shot to the ample stomach. And another fires back. Coleman and IKB. Been set from the get-go here. Prestige waiting for an opportunity to use them steps, but that stalling DDT just took forever. Turned his back too late. We're going to mosey, we're going to do-si-do and swap partners here. IKB and Prestige. Logan Hawk and Coleman might be out on his feet. Another stalling suplex. We'd be blasted if we were playing the shots for suplexes game. Coleman, big bulldog. Helping the High Justice back up, back into the ring. And Prestige, schoolboy, super kick. Follows it up with a senton. And again, these two showing they have and can work as a tag team. But unfortunately, they're not doing that great of a job of it tonight. Legacy elbow to the back of the head to IKB. Logan Hawk manhandling James Coleman. Double team on Coleman. Swapping it around again. Prestige and IKB. Schoolboy super kick. Coleman single leg takedown. A little bit of amateur moves there around Logan Hawk. And Prestige again with that lifting knee. Coleman back to IKB. Main event. Tag team action. Exhibition match if there was ever an exhibition match. Coleman and Prestige teaming up to take on the BMF. And these, as I said, man, I said it a couple times, if you know the history, Prestige and Logan Hawk, no love lost. Coleman and IKB, just read through the chat. No love lost. IKB back inside. Coleman follows him up. Prestige sent in. Sent into the ring by Logan Hawk, and this matchup continues after a 1 count. Prestige, Matilda's kiss on the bottom half of that chair, and Coleman not going for the pinfall, sets him up for the A-Town down because he's going to hit it. A-Town down applied, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Prestige keeping Logan Hawk at bay, but IKB kicking out at the count of 2. Coleman and Prestige in control, at least inside the ring. Logan Hawk steps in, comes face to face with both men. Cross face. Prestige looking for a submission on the big guy. No go. Logan Hawk too strong, just rolls out of it. Boot to the midsection. Coleman with a baseball bat. Spear the interceptor. The Bouchard bomb coming up and going down. Shoulders down. Logan Hawk and IKB. No. Another kick out by James Coleman. Look at this. Logan Hawk. I thought he was going to dive to the outside. Good golly. Wrapping it up. Coleman stealing away the baseball bat. Uses it on Logan Hawk. 2 shots, 3 shots before IKB can get there to make the save. And unfortunately, Prestige too late to stop this double team mugging by the BMF. Big clothesline by IKB. Logan comes in for the elbow. Nobody home but IKB there to pick up the pieces. Distracting Prestige. Over the top, Coleman makes the save. Prestige sending Logan back inside. Coleman with a neck breaker. And they focus their attention to IKB in unison. Another neck breaker. And Prestige says it's all in the crosshairs. It's all but over. Bouchard fighting back the best he can. Numbers winning over. Coleman catching Logan with a DDT. Prestige with the neck breaker on IKB. Eight to feet, boot to the face. IKB sent back in. Prestige not sure what he's doing there. Logan sent for the ride. Coleman and Prestige back in the ring with the Iron Man. And he's setting him up. Prestidigitation. But no cover. No cover by Prestige. Coleman waiting for his opportunity. A second A-Town down. And still no cover by either man as Logan Hawk makes his way back into the ring. going for the chop block. Prestige and Coleman. Look at this, Prestige with the prestidigitation on Logan Hawk. Both members of the BMF down, and these guys are not even trying to pin them. They're not even trying for a pinfall. Coleman with the crippler crossface. Prestige focusing his attention on IKB. Looking for a pinfall, or looking for a submission here. Is Logan Hawk going to tap? No go, looking to find his way out of it. Prestige dumps IKB over the top and misses with that suicide dive. IKB was almost out the entire time. He almost recovered in time. Gut wrench suplex by the Iron Man, and Prestige may have been his own downfall. Steel sledgehammer, Coleman hiding it before he got around the corner and suckering IKB right in with it with that clothesline. And that knee by Logan Hawk. Prestige in the center of the ring in a world of trouble. The hammer of justice circles around, shoulders down, and Prestige kicking out at 2.5. Coleman caught up with IKB on the outside. Prestige ducking out of the way. Certain doom was on the way on that one. He sets his opponent on the rope. What's he got in mind here? Prestige with a big boot to the chest, using the ropes for leverage. Drags his man out onto the bottom side of that table, but Logan Hawk circles around, ladder to the face of James Coleman. I'm not sure what Logan Hawk was attempting there, but he catches Prestige with it. Gut wrench. We got a ladder. We got a sledgehammer. We got tables. We got a ladder bridge set up. This Extreme Rules tag match has taken apart the arena, has taken apart anything that was under the ring. And Coleman, again with the crossface, this time outside the ring, not looking for the submission, just trying to injure and stop the BMF. Shot to the face there, good close-up by that AoK cameraman. Coleman and Bouchard. Logan Hawk and Prestige. Big boot to Prestige. Coleman sends IKB right to the ring post and then turns his attention to the big man. Logan Hawk back to his feet off that neck breaker. Series of kicks and a Hurricane Rana by James Coleman. Prestige hits the sling blade coming around the corner on Bouchard. Kenley's watch for traffic better right there. Schoolboy super kick. Prestige with the sledgehammer. Coleman on the inside with Logan Hawk. Can he get him up for the A-Town down? Up to the shoulders. The spin. Logan Hawk knees to the face. Shoulders down. Pinfall attempt. James Coleman, center of the ring with Logan Hawk, picks up the victory over the BMF. Hear that interceptor that just about broke the spleen of Prestige. The 2 count off of the Bouchard bomb. The prestidigitation, another A-Town down in this matchup. Y'all winners. And still no chicken dinners. Prestige and Coleman. Shining like diamonds tonight over the BMF. That's it for the wrestling portion. Let's take a look at that there data. Let's take some peeksies. Let's take a look at the news. Anything good going on? April 2nd, all kinds of stuff. Blaze cleared, didn't compete. AJ Long cleared, but probably re-injured. Pedro the Owl and Connor Riley working on some sportsman Working on some sportsmanship between the two. Chris Nightmare picking up the United States title off that 8-man battle royale. Ted Rockpage picking up the light heavyweight title off of Chris Chaos and James Coleman. Further aggravated during his matchup tonight. He better take a break. Let's jump to the next show. Look at that. Look how close we are, guys. You see it shining like a diamond at the end of the week. Logan Hawk and Angus Gordon. We'll talk about it. Cameron Sawyer, Trevor the Lawman. We'll talk about it. Nova and Eric Coleman. I doubt it. Empress Sparrow and Morgan Quinn. There's a possibility. A hardcore title matchup right there. Headhunter, Vulgar the Clown, Tank, and Prestige. Possibility. We'll see. Somebody else has already got that shot, so no tag team division there. Isabella and Kitty Katsuyori will talk. Coleman and Zach the Ripper, probably not. We'll talk. Main event, triple threat, Bud Marvelous, IKB, Chris Chaos. Don't know if that's main event. I don't think that's the main event we're going to have, but that matchup may still take place. Let's look at our roster, look at our power ranking. Who's where? The Ripper still sitting at the top spot. You can't touch that man. Even after a loss to a 1-on-3 matchup, he is still number 1 in power rankings. RWP, very close to number 2, and the Hinkledimers sitting at number 3 and 4. RWP, Torrance Benjamin, and RWP, Buffalo's unwanted, taking over the top 5 here. Not too shabby, guys. James Coleman at number 6, falling out of the number 5 spot. Empress Sparrow at 7. Zoe Uri at 8, IKB at 9, and Vulgar the Clown sitting at number 10. Logan Hawk at 11, Chris Chaos sitting at 12, Coyote Kid at 13 with Chris Nightmare at 14. Alice Angel rounds out our 15th spot as one half of the women's tag team world champions. The Punisher, number 16, Casey Gwynn, number 17, Amaya, the other half of those world tag team titles. Amaya, Buddy Marvelous at number 19, and Psychosis moving into number 20 spot for us. And that, my friends, is all the data we have with being that close. Yes, just that close to the end of the season. Right there, we got Wednesday night show, and next Sunday ends season 3, Easter Sunday. He is risen, baby. Easter Sunday, WrestleMania 3 AoK will be there. But until then, my friends, I will see you when I see you. I will hear you when I hear you. But only if you remember to wash behind your ears. That is all the time we have for you folks tonight. Thank you for joining us on AoK Championship Wrestling. We will see you Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Peace.